रूस ਵੱਲੋਂ ਲਗਾਤਾਰ ਕੀਤੇ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਮਲਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਆਪਣੀ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਯੂਕਰੇਨ ਨੂੰ ਅਜੇ ਵੀ ਦੂਜੇ ਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਮਦਦ ਦੀ ਦਰਕਾਰ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਦੇ ਮੱਦੇਨਜ਼ਰ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਨੇ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਯੂਰੋਪੀਅਨ ਭਾਈਵਾਲ ਯੂਕਰੇਨ ਨੂੰ $47 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਦਾ ਨਵਾਂ ਏਡ ਪੈਕੇਜ ਭੇਜਣਗੇ। ਰੱਖਿਆ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਨੀਤਾ ਆਨੰਦ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਇਹ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ, ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਥਿਆਰ, ਗੋਲੀ, ਸਿੱਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ-ਨਾਲ ਸਿਆਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਦਸਤਾਨੇ ਤੇ ਕੱਪੜੇ ਆਦਿ ਸ਼ਾਮਿਲ ਹੋਣਗੇ।
Of approximately $15 million worth of aid for winter equipment purchases. Hats, gloves, boots, parkas, the items that Ukrainian soldiers need on the front lines will be purchased by the Government of Canada, primarily from Canadian suppliers. Secondly, an additional $15 million for the purchase of cameras for drones. We have already supplied Ukraine with over 50 cameras for drones made by Canadian supplier, and we will continue to supply such cameras for drones. Thirdly, in the area of communications services and satellite services, we will supply Ukraine with another $2 million for satellite services. And in partnership with Telesat, this will enable Ukraine to continue to communicate effectively with European and North American partners. And then finally, we know that Ukraine has been needing and asking for additional artillery, in particular the 155 millimeter artillery, and Canada will supply additional 155 millimeter artillery for Ukraine in its fight against Russia's unjust and illegal invasion of its sovereign territory. Yesterday, I was in Poland to announce that approximately 40 Canadian Armed Forces engineers will be training Ukrainian soldiers in the area of mining, demining, and explosives together with their Polish counterparts. En français aussi, in particular, we know that winter is coming. Canada has a particular expertise in winter clothing and combat in this area, and we will be supplying that gear in the coming weeks. Approximately 500 pieces of winter clothing and equipment will be traveling to Ukraine. Actually, I announced in June that Canada will be sending 39 brand new armored vehicles to Ukraine made by GDLS, a Canadian supplier. The reason why we are sending those armored vehicles to Ukraine is because Ukraine directly asked us for those armored vehicles, knowing we have the capability to send them to Ukraine. Furthermore, Ukraine has specifically asked for winter clothing, and that is why we are responding with 500,000 pieces of winter clothing, and in particular hats, gloves, boots, and pants and parkas. Those are the items that we know will be useful for Ukrainian soldiers on the front line. Tomorrow, when the defense ministers meet, of course, but we have to remember that we need to continue to supply Ukraine with many types of equipment and military aid as it seeks to retain its sovereignty and its stability, and that's exactly what Canada has been there to do with